Do this.
Alright, shalom, shalom, giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rechak, Wadash. Double honor be unto the head elders, they are the apostles, great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim.
Brothers.
Yeah. Shalom to you, Akim, here and abroad, okay? Once again, man, we just coming through the spirit with some more prophecies, things that's going on in the world. A lot of simple-ass niggas out in the world protesting, now, the COVID-19 thing is kind of on the low. It's kind of like the media is not really going so hard on the coronavirus situation. Now it's all about George Floyd, right? And this whole, protesting thing that is breaking loose all throughout the states, all right, from Minneapolis to the East and the West Coast, and this is the signs of what Second Ezra's.
Yeah,
Is that
15th chapter.
Read that.
But real quick, I'm going to get to 15. But on Sputnik the other day, yesterday, there was protests in the U.S. Embassy in Berlin, Germany, over this George Floyd thing. This is going global, man.
Romania as well.
Romania. So you go to Sputnik News, you're going to see a whole variety of news, man, from different parts of the world. And you got people in Germany, Berlin, Germany, which is the capital of Germany, protesting at the U.S. Embassy for George Floyd, man. Showing you this is going global and showing you that this is perhaps a psyops, man. Now this is we've been telling you these things is coming down the pipe, man. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak down in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Read on. And
cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Come on, so let's get down to the point. Go down to verse 14.
Some will jump down to 2 Ezra, and that's the spirit too. 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right, because it's like the first two verses just said, man. All right, we are to speak the words of prophecy in the ears of the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. And here we are in 2020, and you niggas is doing the same recycled behavior, dumb, stupid behavior that the so-called white man wants you to do so he can jack you up. You're going to loot and protest and your so-called riot or whatnot, destroy your own communities, all right? So woe unto you, man, because you're not repenting, you're not doing what the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai told you to do.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
It says, verse 15, 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, the sword is going to come by way of the one that was blessed with the sword, who was Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man. Right. He got that sword, and he's sending warning shots to you niggas, man. All right? Right now they got little pellet guns and rubber bullets, but soon that's going to turn into actual fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Actual bullets, man. Okay? They're going to start letting off actual bullets on you people if you want to take it to another level. All right?
Got a precept.
Yeah.
Well, not a precept, it's actually like a news
no doubt.
bulletin.
Yeah.
And this was 23 hours ago. It says, dozens of people arrested as National Guard moves in to bring control in Twin Cities.
You got that.
Showing you that pretty much Esau, Trump, okay, he's sending in now the National Guard, man.
The Twin Cities, Minnesota.
Okay? So it's not anymore a police matter, okay? Now it's going higher than the police, man. And he's actually calling to send in the National Guard and the military. And you've seen certain videos in certain states, they have MRAPs actually driving through neighborhoods and telling people to get inside their houses.
Right. Yep,
okay.
Yep.
So your freedoms are being taken away from you, as we speak. Okay. And this whole year, man, 2020, the year of prophecy, has been, a year that the Lord is showing these prophecies coming to pass, man. There's been one crisis after another, which that's classic. This is a classic play of order ab chaos, which is order out of chaos.
That's right.
Which Esau sends in his different agent provocateurs, different insurgents, to cause, to incite this melee that's going on behind this Jake allegedly dying, now it's coming out that he may have been a crisis actor, you know, along with that cop, and that whole thing was a whole psyops and all that, man. You know, it was all a charade to get you people in the mind state, you know, to riot. Because this COVID-19 thing is not really taking hold of the world the way Esau wanted. Yeah, people are not wearing a mask anymore. People are not, you know,
social distancing
anymore. Because now it's getting hot. So, you know, it's going to be hard to control. People want to get real hot. People want to go out, go to the beach. You know, people get antsy in the heat. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they send it in the National Guard. They cause some new drama, you know, some other unrest, so they could have an excuse to bring in their plans, man.
Real quick, can I say this real quick? This is one of the Illuminati saying, never let a good crisis go to waste, man. Mm-hmm. So you got a crisis out on hand, don't let it go to waste, exploit it, get people to ramp it up, and do what you got to do, man, in order to bring forth your agenda, which is out of order, order out chaos. Out of all this chaos, we're gonna bring out order, man. You gotta go. That's all.
Which is the New World Order. Yes, here's another bulletin. This is from what's this? CCO Channel 4, CBS, Minnesota. And it's a bulletin that says no games. Trump says National Guard has been released in Minneapolis. Should have been used 2 days ago. So now it's becoming like a military matter. And this is something that's going to happen, you know, more rapidly. Okay, it's going to be coming to your states. All right? It's coming all over the world. Okay?
That's it.
Well, real quick, Donald Trump already signed an executive order, House Resolution or HR 6666, going into mandatory vaccinations, man, which they deemed it Operation Warp Speed. Whereas by September, October, November, when they claim the COVID-19 virus will come back on a second wave, then they're going to institute mandatory vaccinations, man, by the military. So now we see mandatory vaccinations via medical martial law, and we see these uprisings of the people taking place right now, man.
Come on. I got a precept real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11.
That's beautiful. That's
At least
spirit,
Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Y'all saying you got it, brother.
Done. At least Satan should get an advantage of us, man. And who's Satan? All right, this so-called white man on the physical level, on the physical counterpart. He's the physical counterpart, all right, of the left-hand side, man. All right, and what is he doing? Bunch of propaganda, a bunch of psyop missions. You know, you got this guy, Pedersen, all right, what is his name? Joe Pedersen, all right, which he was caught out there, right, amongst the protesters, all right, and he's nothing but a police officer, an agent provocateur, to get this thing, you know what I'm saying, more ramped up, to get the people more, conditioned to civil unrest, so they could bring in the martial law.
Slacky, wasn't that the police that was breaking down, that broke the glass and the car windows in the glass of AutoZone?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen.
That was him, right?
What he said? They said something like that.
So this is all what? This is all the so-called white man working, all right, through his crisis actors, through his agent provocateurs, to what? To bring on this order out of chaos, man. All right, and we're not ignorant of that.
Okay.
All right, we're not ignorant because we know that what? The so-called white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got plenty of examples. You got this looting situation at Target, and you got this random so-called white man with a crossbow. All right, they both. All right, the information's there. They both pretty much said the same thing. All right, but you know what I'm saying? They're pretty much forwarding the agenda of these cops and the martial law. to pretty much target Jake and say that, oh, they're violent and they're lying. They're outright lying. All right, to what? All right, to bring about, you know, this race war, man.
That's right.
All right, because this is what they want. They want to kill off niggas, man. All right, and that's all part of the whole agenda, man. Go ahead.
Okay, you got more?
No, you get back to that.
So go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world
Yep.
and them that dwell therein.
Yep.
Verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh.
The sword, which is going to be used by the so-called white man, that is his blessing. He is the sword. All right, and destruction draweth nigh, and mainly that destruction is going to be ultimately the nuclear missiles that's going to come.
Right.
You know, go ahead.
I got a precept real quick to back that up. The sword of Esau, which is Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. Just give me a quick minute.
For the
to
sword,
get it.
yep, it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
This is Psalms. Bear with me real quick, Akim. It's a Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. And it reads, it says,
Arise, O Lord.
I got it right, I got
There you
it.
go.
It says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him,
Yeah.
cast him down.
The so-called white man is the him. All right, and he's going to be cast down, pursuant to Isaiah 47:1. All right, he's the daughter of Babylon. He runs the world right now. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Right, so arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Go ahead.
It says, back at Psalms 17, verse 13, and these scriptures is constantly coming out. So it reads, arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is that sword.
That's it. Deliver my soul, right, the Israelite soul, from the wicked, which is thy sword.
That's right.
Right? For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I got it back in
Yeah.
back in 2nd Ezra chapter
15.
verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another.
There it is. One people fight against another. Who's the one people? Esau, Edom. Who's the other people? Jacob, Israel. All right. These things are coming to pass in the process, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, because you know, you gotta bring out these false militia groups. You know, you got this clown Grandmaster Jay. All right, he just popped up out of nowhere, and supposedly he's a military trained type of Negro.
He's a military trained nigga. He ain't nothing but a nigga.
Yeah, exactly what he is. Yeah,
that spook that sat at the door.
I
couldn't get it. I kept on saying, that's that 70s guy, man. That was a CIA agent. You just gave me back the title. The spook that sat at the door. And I got that video. I got that movie, man.
Yep, and that's all this Grandmaster J guy is. And you know, the term Grandmaster goes back to the Masonic Lodge. That's nothing but a Masonic title, man.
Got them glasses on. You ain't nothing but another agent for the
definitely an agent, man. And see, this guy is pushing that. He's pushing that. Not only is he pushing all philosophies brought together into one, all right, but he's pushing to get carnal with Esau.
Which Jake already tried that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't gonna happen. You're gonna lose.
Tried that in the during the time of the Black Panthers when they was heavy in the 60s and the 70s, man. They tried that with Fred Hampton, okay, and these different black revolutionary groups.
The Vice Lords.
Yep, Assata Shakur, you know the story with her, okay? And what happened? They all failed. That goes back to Ezekiel 37. That was already written about. That was already prophesied. Now you got another generation of these nincompoops coming up thinking they're gonna take down Esau.
Yeah.
You can't take down Esau,
the
man.
new age of zealots.
You trying to take down Esau with the sword. That was Esau's blessing.
That's it.
Okay? Our blessing is of the spirit, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, we about to get that spiritual power, man. Okay?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about the elect.
Right.
Okay? You know, the weapons weapons of our warfare are not carnal. These dudes, you know, he talking about, I want to see you on the front lines,
Yeah.
strapped and suited and strapped.
Suited and booted.
Well, let me see you on the front line, strapped, suited, and booted.
Well, then
niggas.
here it is.
That's all niggas do.
Then here it is. He got a picture taking a selfie with Trump,
With
man.
Trump.
So that dude is an agent. He's an insurgent, man.
So, hold on, time out. Here it is, you trying to incite Jake to go out there on the front lines to commit all kind of atrocities against Esau, the so-called white man, but you in the picture with the master.
Yeah, you all smiling.
And you sitting up in the house doing videos, talking cash shit.
And you know the elites watch us. He mentioned Edomites, man.
Yeah, he damn
said
sure
in his
did.
video,
He
so
damn
time
sure
for
did.
You Edomites. So you know.
So he
these
watching
elites-
us, man.
These elites know. These elites know, man. They know, and what they trying to do is they trying to come up with an excuse to come after the men of the Lord.
That's it.
And we know that's gonna come.
But guess what? We're not giving them no excuse unless the Most High pull back that hedge from around the men of the Lord.
That's not happening, brother.
Exactly. So that's exactly what I'm getting at. So you waiting for that to happen is not going to happen because the Most High says there's a hedge about His men.
Go ahead, read on.
So it says. So it's back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 26. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men."
Hey, this is happening. All right, there's sedition among men. You know, you got Jake out there tired of the bullshit, as they say. You know, they looting, robbing. You know, all this misdirected anger on their own communities, screwing everything up, just like they did in the Watts riots.
The Rodney
You know what I'm
King
saying?
riots.
You know what I'm saying? The Rodney King riots. You know what I'm saying? All this misguided anger, man. But see, they're not woke. See, they're not woke. They're not repenting to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. So they're open targets. So these things are what but they know who the enemy. They see that they constantly are being targeted. All right, as you know, as the prey. All right, being killed and shot down and constantly murdered by the so-called white man and his police enforcement, his law enforcement. So this is where all of this is leading to: sedition among men. All right.
So it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another."
Yeah. Once this thing really hits and kicks off big time, man, when the famines and the economic shutdown, economic crash really hit, that's when this thing is really going to reach another level, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Invading one another, man. People ain't gonna be looking, oh, that's my neighbor. I grew up with this guy.
Okay.
I know this guy. I run with this guy. So from you know, I known this guy for this. It's not gonna be none of that no more. It's the love of many is gonna wax cold.
Hey, real quick,
You know?
bro.
Yeah.
If I see somebody that's weak, or he's even so-called semi-strong, I'm not gonna do that me myself because you know.
You got this knowledge. You got
I got this knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So, but the average Jake out there see a woman walking with some groceries in that town, what you think he gonna do?
They gonna overtake her.
He gonna take her groceries, probably humble her, take her groceries and leave her right there.
Take her groceries.
Humble with no groceries.
You know, yeah. Hey, that's the times that we coming in, man.
Yeah.
And so it reads,
Go ahead.
it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes."
That's actually starting. That's happening. I ain't gonna say starting. It's been a while.
It's happening
It's
now.
been in the process for a while, but now it's starting to ramp up to another level. All right. I mean, somehow, some way, the so-called white man is propaganda. It always works, you know. Over here in New York, you got protests. People that have nothing to do with Minneapolis, you know, over there in the West Coast, protests. Midwest, all throughout the country, there's protests and there's these uproars going on over this George Floyd guy.
Case in
You know?
point out
Yeah.
how they're not regarding their kings nor their princes.
Yeah, they
The
send,
governor-
send.
The governor of Minnesota, you know, they disregarding his orders to disperse and go every man to their house, whereas Donald Trump had to tell them, listen, you can't control
Yeah, I'm gonna bring
your niggas.
Yep.
I'm going to bring the National Guard to control your niggas.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
That's it.
So that's showing you, man, that they're not regarding their kings nor their princes, man.
It's a classic case of pressure from above and pressure
That's
from
it.
beneath.
That's it.
That's what
right.
Esau is
Exactly,
doing,
man.
That's
Exactly.
That's fact.
And that's why Donald Trump told him, listen, if you can't control your niggas, I will. By the way of sending in the Gurkha troops, or the UN troops by the way of martial law. So dig that. You got 24 hours. You got 40. I think he said he got 72 hours to control your niggas before he sent in the military Gurkha troops, man, or the National Guard. So it reads back in 2nd Ezra, the 15th verse.
16.
15th verse 26. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Yeah. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
So it's going to become a lawless society, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anarchy.
Yeah, anarchy, man. You know, no more, being cordial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No more traveling from to and fro.
You know, short, small talk, as you call it. You know, a compliment, if you will. No more of that, man. Okay, everything is going to be complete lawlessness, man.
That's right.
Okay, first of all, like the elder brother was saying, once they shut down this society and crash the economy completely, people are already rioting out there, man. You imagine when the money is worth absolutely nothing. What's going to happen, man? Trump is going to have to send in the National Guard, okay, the UN troops, so on and so forth, man, because people are not going to have, stuff to, eat. They're not going to have food to eat. So it's going to be a big famine that's coming to the society, man. It's going to be a big melee that's coming, okay? And in all actuality, it's the Heavenly Father that's orchestrating it, man, okay? For those of you that are in the know, whose eyes are enlightened with this knowledge, you can see it's the Heavenly Father that's orchestrating it. Esau thinking he's using you Jakes as pawns, but the Most High is using Esau as a pawn, okay? And he's about to get checkmated, man, okay?
Hey, real quick, you see the simplicity of these niggas, Hispanics, Native Americans, talking about you Jakes, yo was going out, instead of buying food so you could have some subsidies in your crib when all hell break loose, yo was buying toiletries. Like that was going to be that was the end all be all. That was you stacking up on countless toiletries was going to be the savior of your problems, man.
Yeah, well, they was looting the fight over there in LA. They was looting Flight Club, man, for sneakers and all that, man. Yeah, this America's about to be destroyed, and the niggas worried about stealing a 65-inch TV and a couple punk-ass Jordans or something like that, man.
And the crazy thing is, in one of the videos, some fucking Edomite chick in a wheelchair, some J killer out of Target, holding the goddamn TV, she banged him in his ass with a knife or his leg. He, grabbed his leg and hobbled off with the TV. He didn't even drop that shit. He didn't even look back. He just kept it moving.
Yeah, there's a possibility that old-ass lady in the wheelchair is a crisis actor because she can walk perfectly fine, but yet she's in a wheelchair, you know? Yeah, that information's out there. I mentioned it earlier, yeah. It's the same lady that they sprayed with the fire extinguisher.
We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Let me get back to 2nd Ezra because it's a much more meat.
Yeah.
So
this is a heavy verse right here because this is coming to pass on a smaller scale in this city.
That's right. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city.
Yeah, because right here in New York City, man, in case you don't know by now, you have a 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
curfew.
Yup, travel ban on the subway system, man. You can't take no trains from 1 a.m. Even buses, yeah. From 1 a.m. and it makes sense because that's the MTA. You know what I'm saying? You can't take a train or a bus 1 a.m. in the morning to 5 a.m. in the morning. You can't. That's not happening.
That's right.
You know, that's a travel ban. You can't go nowhere. All right, from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. You can't go nowhere.
Telling you to stay at home, quarantine.
Yeah. This is what's happening. You can't go from Brooklyn to Queens or Queens to Bronx or Bronx to Staten Island, wherever you want to go. You can't go. From those times, this is a process. Go ahead.
But the crazy thing is, real quick,
and it's like, and rumor has it they're about to issue a travel ban in the next 12 days. All right, for flights.
But the crazy thing is, right? I drive to work now because I can't take the subway. I like to take the subway to save gas and save mileage and wear and tear on my ride. But guess what? I'm driving to work and I hear the subway above me. I'm under the L. I'm hearing the subway travel. And here it is. It's like, and actually it's 5 o'clock now, but the travel ban is uplifted. But you know, it's from 1 to 5.
Yeah, 1 to 5.
So when I leave my house and I'm traveling, it's like 5:15. So the travel ban is uplifted. But goddamn, you know what I mean? It takes you know a crisis for Esau to try to get the subway system together because that shit is crumbling.
No, bro. Yeah, what you're saying is right. What I mean is, the travel ban is
due to the COVID-19.
Yeah, exactly. Their
Right.
excuse is, you know, they got to clean and sanitize
That's
the whole
bullshit.
MTA system from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
That's bullshit.
That's why you can't travel, because they got the MTA has a group effort, making a group effort to sanitize, you know, the entire MTA system.
Right.
So
Which is all BS, and it's all going into these scriptures as part of the prophecy about going into a city and you won't be able to, and it's going to grow into a larger. It's going to grow on a larger scale.
I'm gonna read it again.
Yeah.
2nd Ezra 15 verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able.
Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Beautiful, man. See that? This is why this is happening. Because of their what? Pride. There's too much pride, man. You wicked ass people are too damn proud in what you're doing.
That's right.
So that's why your cities are troubled, man.
It says, the houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. Verse 19.
Yep.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword.
Yeah, love, you know, the love of many waxing cold, man. When this thing really gets to that level, it's gonna be all out hell.
Yeah.
That dude Bob is cooking some kind of, I smell some shit coming out of his crib. That shit smell good, man. You know, shit, I'm hungry than a motherfucker, man. This dude ain't cooking some shit. He ain't trying to share his shit. I knew this cat for 20 years. Yeah, but he was telling you, the prep, you ain't prep, because you was like, these niggas are cool. But now you scheming on them now. You smell.
Well, that's gonna happen, brother.
That's part of prophecy.
That's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying, on a large scale, man.
Yeah, man.
Because it's gonna be, how you call it, survival of the fittest, man. Okay, only the strong will survive.
That's
okay.
Right.
Now you may have been prepping for a long time, but you may be 65 years old,
Right.
and you got 1 foot in the grave
That's
already.
right. That's right.
So guess what? Somebody gonna come help you put the other one in there.
That's right.
All right. And all them goodies that you got.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Them rice-a-ronis
Yep.
and chicken pot pies.
Them cans of tuna fish
cans
and
of tuna fish,
pasta noodles,
corned beef and pasta noodles,
that
and all
peanut
that.
butter and honey,
Yeah,
that
them bottled
jelly.
waters and all that. Somebody else gonna be munching and all that, man. Somebody else gonna be filling their belly with all that, man.
Them tater chips.
Yeah, them taters, you know what I'm saying?
taters.
Yeah, man, taters, you know what I'm saying?
French fries.
Yeah. Now, mind you, we talking about actual food here, okay? But a lot of you people, you gonna be on the menu, man. Because you gonna have cannibalism that's coming back, man.
Yeah,
now, mind you, somebody may break into a house and they may have a certain supply of food. This thing may go on for a little while.
God.
So now, imagine the food runs out. What you gonna do now? Then you're gonna have the strong will survive thing coming in, man. Okay? You're gonna try to kill the weakest link to make a meal out of this person. Or you may eat your fingers, man. Like you see when you watch that movie The Road.
Yeah,
When you watch the Book of Eli, they show me your hands. If you shaking, they said, "Oh, you eat human meat."
That's right.
Because one of the a neurological disease that you get from consuming human meat is called kiru. It's a neurological disease, and one of the symptoms is that it gives you the shakes.
That's right.
Okay.
You become a twitcher.
Yeah, that's right. A twitcher. They show you that in The Road too.
And they show you that also in that movie Dawn of the Dead, man. That
Dawn of
came
the
out in
Dead.
2005, man.
A Quentin Tarantino movie.
No, Dawn of the Dead. Remember we saw that movie Dawn of the Dead? Dawn of the Dead. It's a remake of the 70s movie.
I'm trying to remember, but it's all good.
With Sarah Parley and Ving Rhames.
Yeah, hey, bro, that's neither here nor there, man. You know? Yeah, I remember it now, but hey, that's, you know, that's what's going to happen, man. Okay? So it's going to be a lot of invading of men and things of that nature, man. Okay? You may have a woman. Prepare to have that woman taken from you, man. Okay? Raped, beaten, okay? Half dead. You see what I'm saying? That's going to happen, man.
There's a little more. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Yeah, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. How you people been showing your pride? Here it is, the Most High got his prophets out there letting you know that homosexuality is a sin against the Most High. Okay? Eating certain foods is a sin. All right?
That's right.
Women being above men.
Which is feminism, is a sin.
Which is feminism, is a sin. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Things like that. Everything we've been going into in these scriptures, man, is the so-called white man is the devil. Okay, that the Lord being painted as the image of a so-called white man, that's a big, you know, that's a big hoax. That the so-called Jews over there in Israel, that's a hoax. You see what I'm saying? Because Esau deals with hoax, man. Okay? So guess what? That's why the Most High is going to deal with the society in such a manner. Because you've walked in that great pride.
It says,
all right? Go ahead.
It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Cities are going to be troubled. We just went into some of the ways the cities will be troubled. Go ahead.
The houses shall be destroyed.
The houses shall be destroyed. All right? You might have a nice, fancy house. Got your gardener out there, you know what I'm saying? Every couple of weeks, taking care of the hedges and all that. Okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna become like
dunghill.
Dunghill. I was gonna say what's this movie with Will Smith? What's this movie with Will Smith?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend with all the goddamn the
shrubbery.
You know, the shrubs and the weeds coming up out of the goddamn ground and all that, man. Thorns taking over this stuff, man.
Yeah,
and it's jacked up. When you watch that movie Bird Box with Sandra Bullock.
Same thing, man.
It was
that was a good movie.
All these movies are these apocalyptic films. They're all prophetic, man. It's the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? And we've been telling you this, man.
That's for the longest. So it reads, it says,
start winding it down.
It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, men shall be afraid. You're gonna be hiding in your closets and shit, man.
Under your bed.
Hiding from the boogeyman. Okay? But you hiding from a dude with a bigger gun than you that might eat you. Shit, Alex Jones was up there saying, I'll eat my neighbor.
He came right out with it.
Came right out and said it, because he knows something is coming, man. That great culling, man. Esau is doing everything in his power to grab as much power as he can right now. Because he wants to bring in this new world order to some kind of capacity. Because he know what's coming. He know he got but a short time, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
Revelation 12:12 tell you that. Good.
The same way he said that Alex Jones said he eat his neighbor. Here it is right here. This is prophecy. He says, a man should have no pity upon his neighbor.
Man should have no pity upon his neighbor. All right? You might have seen your neighbor doing some car work, having car trouble. You go help him out. Okay? May have been bringing in groceries and, and you go help her out. You know what I'm saying? Help her with something up the stairs. You know, if something was heavy, you help them out. All right? They got some yard work that need to get done. You send your kids over, help them out, something like that.
She got groceries in the stroller. You grab the stroller, walk up the stairs with her, help her out.
That's called being cordial and being neighborly. All that shit is gonna go out the window, man.
It says it's a little more.
Yeah.
It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
The modern day sword is the gun, but it's not limited to the gun. The sword is not limited to the gun. All right. They could come in there with a couple pipes and a baseball bat, a couple chains, and whoop your ass something real vicious like, man. Right? Bust you upside the head with a glass bottle. Have you on the floor there screaming for mercy while they rummaging through your shelves looking for your canned goods and whatnot, man.
Brass knuckles.
You know? Beating you something real vicious like, man.
That's right.
Beating you to a pulp. And then enjoying your goods, man.
That's right.
Okay?
It says, and spoil their goods
Uh-huh.
because of the lack of bread.
Because of the lack of bread. Now here it is. You had a trucker. Trucker was coming into one city, whether it was Minneapolis or
He ain't delivering that shit.
you know, they went up in there, and he got swarmed by people, man. He was a gasoliner, okay? It was a gasoline trucker, man. So imagine they bringing all kind of food in one of these trucks, and the trucker gets swarmed, man.
Oh yeah.
That's who keeps the goddamn grocery store stocked with supplies, so you can buy stuff and have food in your homes, man.
And especially the gasoline trucker, that's who keep these goddamn gas stations, Amoco's and BP Petroleum,
BP, you know,
filled with gas. You could gas up your cars, man.
yeah, so you can gas and go. You stopping them. You stopping yourself from having gas in your ride, man.
And from traveling.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a you know what I'm saying? It's a kick in the damn head.
That's right. So it reads. It says, and for great tribulation.
And for great tribulation. So all hell is breaking loose, man. But guess what? It's only going to intensify. And like I said, okay, in my last video, Esau's bloodlust is intensifying, man. That bloodlust, Esau got that bloodlust that's intensifying in it, man. Okay, because that great culling is coming. Okay? The great culling is actually upon us, man. It is very near. And it's going to be where you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anyone that comes up against Esau and his New World Order, you're going to be cut down, man. Your blood is going to be shed. All right? And with that, we're going to say, Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba Baba.
Shalom.
Shalom. Come Yasharala.